This production was made possible thanks to all of our patrons. Thank you.
Miss Groza.
Oh,
It's a pleasure to be working with you on this expedition.
thank you, dear.
Will you be okay, Miss Groza?
Pardon?
Never mind.
She's referring to your repairs, Miss Groza. This will be your first mission after getting them, right? Though, I think this will be too easy for someone like you, regardless.
Yeah. And even if something does go wrong, you'll be with us, MG4. I'm sure you've got all kinds of know-how regarding expeditions.
Good idea. Being a guide would certainly be something different from usual for me.
My skills should be no different than before those repairs. This is simply an exercise for me. I will return to rigorous missions in no time.
Beats me on why you'd want that, after what happened to you. It's like you got a free pass to laze around for once.
Honestly, in my experience, I treat expeditions like I treat logistics. It's lots of moving around, and not much else. Easy to get used to.
Enough. Are we missing anyone?
Cue my dramatic costume reveal. Strike the pose. Here I am, fam. How do I look? Strike the pose.
You're certainly less extravagant than I remember.
That's not all, 12. What else do y'all notice? Go on, everybody's free to guess.
You're PA-15, right?
You're getting warmer.
Oh! I get it. You got a similar outfit to the rest of us.
Bingo! Sarafuku is cute, and I didn't want to be left out. Even old Madam Lightning wears one.
Old Madam Lightning?
How flattering for you to notice.
And with that jacket on, 12, I'd fancy you as our team manager.
Give me a break. I'm not here to manage anything. I'm just here to watch over old Madam Lightning for a bit to make sure the Alzheimer's doesn't kick in.
But what about your condition, AA-12?
I agree. Can a narcoleptic really keep anyone safe?
Naive brats. You're too young to understand why most of the folks around here trust me so much.
For being the queen of logistics, I don't know why you said these expeditions were supposed to be boring. It's really stimulating to travel out into the wilderness, from the curious wildlife to the nerve-wracking refugees.
Pretty sure that's only because you've been the instigator for it all.
Just please join my logistics squad. We could use someone as stimulating as you. Please!
You look hopeless like that, MG4. Please, get up.
It's because I am hopeless.
Oh, well, if you're willing to submit so easily, why don't you clean my feet with your tongue and we'll have a deal?
You're kidding!
Well, since I'm just a doll, it's not like I have taste buds anyway, right?
Enough! Since you are sapient, I would expect you to have more pride than that. It may not normally be an exciting job, but logistics and scouting expeditions are necessary for all of us at Griffin to remain stable enough to survive. That much I know for certain.
I just wanted to see if she would do it. I wasn't going to make her do it. You know, like pulling out at the last second.
I wouldn't press her if I were you.
Come on. MG4, please get up.
This'll be the only exciting expedition I ever get, I'm telling you.
I really don't get it. What's so boring about any of this anyway?
Well, scouting on expeditions gets pretty tiresome when you have to do it over and over and over again. So you try enjoying the little things. Maybe bird watching, finding a hobby licking rocks, or even rummaging for Lego bricks in an abandoned house somewhere. But with enough repeats, even those things become mundane too. Logistics is just the same thing, but with a vehicle and goods to exchange. And I always end up stuck with those jobs. My teammates and I have nothing left to say amongst ourselves. I wish we'd just get mind-wiped after every mission, so that we could meet each other for the first time, forever.
Wow, that is terribly pathetic.
Sometimes I pass the time wondering what it would be like if I was as important as my younger sister, MG5. I imagine the adventures we would have together, fighting SSChanVAA's Ferry like a couple of action superstars. But that'll never happen. She leads the combat squads underneath her commander, while I haul luggage under mine.
If it makes you feel any better, I sometimes feel that way about Super Sass. She's my best friend, but she always gets to do more. She's even an adjutant for Commander Nikolai.
I wouldn't envy them. Combat seems inviting until your life is what's at stake. Groza'd be all too familiar with that.
Ooh! Old Madam Lightning? Got any exciting stories? I'm all ears if you want to give up some cool tips.
I wish I could simply call any of them exciting.
But aren't you excited to be alive?
And what exactly would you mean by that?
How about this? You're not converted, right? I knew since the moment I heard about you that you had to be built from the ground up, just the way Griffin wanted. And then you got repaired good as new after some crazy mission? How cool is that? Am I right? 'Cause we aren't like humans after all. Our lives aren't just accidents. We were made the way we are, and we should own every second of it.
With a rousing speech like that, you'd make some bangin' moral support, kiddo.
What are your future plans, PA-15?
Plans? No. So far, I've gotten by just fine without making any plans. Apart from how I dress every day, of course. Plans, schedules, expectations. What's the point if life is so chaotic? If you get along with everyone you meet, then everything will just work itself out. Unless it doesn't work out, in which case, just do something random to shake 'em up. Then it'll be hilarious.
That sounds a bit extreme.
Naive is what that mentality is. If you were programmed to believe that, then either you weren't designed to lead soldiers, or you weren't designed to be a T-doll at all.
My. I expected nothing less from you, old Madame Lightning. Because, well, you're right. I'm not a soldier. Before this, I was just a hostess doll at a Chinese club in downtown Moscow until a jealous little boy sabotaged my work. So I'm not here with aspirations of becoming a leader or moral support. I'm just here for the thrill.
So you're just a rookie high off of your own programming? Do you have a death wish? Because the last girls who fit that description, according to the reports I had to be given, ended up dead. And frankly, I would rather not act as the jinx to raise your chance of that happening.
Sorry if that bothers you, Madame. Truly I am. But it's crystal clear to me that you've never heard of the fear boner before. There's just no way I'd ever be interested in anyone changing the way that I chose to be if life for me here could be that exciting.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll protect you, PA-15, if something bad happens.
Yeah, right, logistics queen. My bad for provoking them, Groza. Just forget this ever happened.
So be it.
Miss Groza, what do you mean by according to the reports? You were there.
Did I don't know.
And there's the Alzheimer's. Leave it alone, all of ya.
A12, you haven't gone to sleep yet?
You worried about Groza?
How did you know?
Easy guess. Last time we met, you were worrying all over me. Besides, I'm kinda up for the same reason. Just thinking over something a partner of mine and I talked about before this mission. About memories and how we remember things important to us.
Has there been any part of your memory that felt out of place? As if a particular person had been cut out where only a void remains in your neural cloud?
All the time. And those moments have been lost to time. Like tears in rain.
I had one of those moments recently, when I had the chance to meet 416 again.
You're playing with me. Are you starting to break on me too, Bamboo?
Not at all. Since normally I wouldn't think much of this. But when I arrived to rescue the AR team, I can't recall an image of who it was. But I said something to someone there that I would only say to 416. I told her I believed in her the most when I heard the distress call. Griffin erased many things in my mind from that moment, but they let that one go, without realizing the statement held so much relevance to her for me. Have there been any moments that have particular parts missing from your memories recently?
I black out all the time. I'm unreliable when it comes to memory, regardless of whether I'm mind-wiped. If Griffin wanted to take advantage of me, I'd never notice. The irony just hit me. Being unreliable is what actually makes me reliable.
I disagree. They trust you and the rest of our original squad with our memories of 416. Which may mean that the people of Griffin want some part of her to remain here.
Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? Do you think they want her to come back? Yo, Bamboo, please. You're starting to sound like her. I don't want to lose you too.
Don't worry. I don't think Griffin is wiping our memories to punish us. It might be so that whatever was in them is, in some manner, impossible to identify. And I have a feeling I'm not the only T-doll to have the same suspicion.
Are you kidding? There's no way I'd ever care about someone like 416 enough to remember her. Much less ever try!
Are you smiling?
No way, kid! You're hallucinating from the light coming off the flames! Trick of the eyes, you know?
I've just never seen you smile before.
AA-12.
Miss Groza?
And you, M200. What are both of you still doing awake? You're leaving yourselves vulnerable with it just being the two of you out here at this hour.
Have fun hanging out all by yourself in the trees, Monkey Lightning?
I'm keeping watch, and keeping you safe. You make it sound as if I'm lonely when I'm just doing my job.
Are you lonely?
Your silence is deafening.
It's because silence is all I have to offer.
Well, A12, aren't you anxious about being alone?
Huh? What's this got to do with me? I was alone out here just fine till you showed up.
But what if you crash on one of your sugar highs again? You're all alone. Who's gonna help you get stabilized? The same goes to you, Miss Groza. If something about you is defective and we don't know about it, how are we supposed to know how to help you?
You're a clever one. Don't think that I haven't noticed how concerned you've been since the start of this expedition. So I'll tell you this much to ease your curiosity. Regarding when I stated those girls' deaths were according to the reports, I don't remember.
You had your mind wiped?
Yes, but not from Griffin. I barely recall anything that occurred before my body was salvaged. As a matter of fact, when it happened, I could barely remember any part of my past. Any pieces I have now can be linked back to what had been previously uploaded to the servers during my regular maintenance. And all of the information I know of the mission that brought this wound upon me can be credited to the crows who came back alive.
You sound less frightened than I imagined you would. Are you trying to boast?
2 T-dolls died under redacted circumstances, so I risked my life to save 2 other dolls. I threw myself at the enemy to distract them, and I succeeded, but my distraction resulted in my torture. I was battered, bent, and broken, left behind without any awareness of what they took from me. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I was scared, and I didn't even know why. What do I have to boast about when I have been violated? can I simply move on? I can't even begin to understand how to feel. And I can't even be certain if this has been the first time this has happened.
So the repairs weren't enough, is what you're saying.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how I know you need a break.
I can't do that. I still have to perform to what my commander and reputation expect.
Ugh! Listen here, you stubborn hag. You know what I did after one of my teammates was suspected of being a traitor? I pulled out. I'm not proud of it, but it was the right thing to do. I'm filed as a trustworthy individual, and I'm here now. So what about you? 2 girls died under mysterious circumstances. Then you threw yourself at the enemy and got tortured. Sanctus Fairy ain't known for pulling that kind of stunt and letting anyone live. Sounds like they were trying to send a message. Sounds awfully suspect to me. But I trust you enough that I know if you just laid low and did something nice, like, I don't know, pick up a hobby, let this all cool over, then get back in the fight, nobody'd think twice.
I suppose maybe I was more right than I thought when I lectured MG4. When I told her logistics and expeditions were important, I was holding back. If it wasn't for T-Dolls in her position, Griffin wouldn't have the resources to rebuild me. Now that seems to have taken on a new meaning.
Damn straight. And you better not let what I said go to waste. 'Cause this talk's really making me tired. I need my sugar so bad.
AA-12.
Oh,
Did you not bring any for this expedition?
I almost forgot you were even here, kiddo. Gotta give me some credit. I'm responsible enough to not bring my addiction to missions, you hear?
Is that why you barely take any missions?
You cheeky runt!
Miss Groza!
Grigori was right to trust you. Oh, speak to him again when we return from this expedition.
Yeah, you should. He's definitely no Ruslan.
Yeah, Commander Grigori cares about us, and he chose every one of us to help you.
Yes, that seems to be the case. Thank you. Do you spot any movements over there?
Looks like it. But why would they return to an outpost Griffin has already attacked? They should know that we'd be scouting it like we are. Right?
It's possible they may be searching for something.
Should we take the opportunity and strike them now?
No. We're calling for backup and we're staying out of it. We have done as we were tasked to do.
But will they make it in time?
Of course they will. We certainly aren't the only ones scouting on expeditions right now after what happened to me. This is Groza 14. Movement sighted at the SSChanVAA base 3 kilometers northwest of Hubin. Is there anyone available to confirm?
Oh my, Groza 14. How admirable to hear you purr again so soon, love. This is DSR 50 reporting. Is there something I can do for you?
Please confirm your location.
We're located at an outpost close to Hubin.
Oh, like the one near the bay? That's gotta be about 7 or 8 kilometers from here. That's the only one I know that Super Sus told me about.
Are you certain you can make it from that distance?
Oh, I will come as quickly as you would like.
Of course. I wish you the best of luck. Groza 14 over and out.
No need to be so tense, love.
Mwah.
Are you sure that was a wise choice?
Old Madam Lightning wouldn't have trusted us if I hadn't.
But don't you think we could have used the help? After what happened to those rookies.
You afraid Baba Yaga's gonna eat you, Moss?
No. It's our odds I'm worried about.
Sure, you say that. But, you know, I've always wanted to try my hand at mimicking a boogeyman. So tell me, Moss, what'd you find scary? You know, I'm really truly grateful to have met somebody just like you. But if it goes along, and from what I know, that means we'll have to part soon. Now, moving just to take somebody else's place. Then I would rather have been born as a pebble, living out my peaceful days. Then maybe we could then avoid misunderstandings too. And then maybe I never would have ever gone to know you. All I ever wanted was for you to hear my thoughts, all my dreams and fears, just say them out. Yet I go and lie to you and say I'd rather not, even though you never found me out. I'm just so much weaker than you ever thought